She said, "I'm pregnant by him, but you should marry me to avoid a scandal." I decided to lean into the scandal. I threw a huge baby shower and invited both our families. Then I played the voicemail of her begging me to lie for her before announcing the real father's name to the crowd. Original post: I, 28 male, was planning to propose to my girlfriend Bianca, 26, when she dropped a nuclear bomb on our relationship. We'd been together 3 years, living together for 1. I had the ring, had talked to her dad, was going to do it on her birthday next month. Then last Tuesday she came home from girls' night looking wrecked. Makeup smeared, couldn't look me in the eye. Me, rough night, too much wine. "We need to talk." Never good words. She sat me down, hands shaking. "I'm pregnant." Me processing. "Okay, we talked about kids after marriage, but it's not yours." The words just hung there. Like she'd sucked all the oxygen out of the room. "What? Remember when we took that break 2 months ago?" We'd had a fight, stupid thing about her constantly texting during our dates. She said she needed space. We were apart for 2 weeks, longest 2 weeks of my life. You said you needed time to think. I ran into Theo. Theo, her ex from college, the love of her life before he cheated on her, the one she completely over. We had drinks, one thing led to another. During our break, we weren't together. We were on a break, not broken up. There's a difference. I know, I'm sorry, but listen, how far along? 8 weeks. Math checked out. Right during our break. Does he know? That's the thing, and here came the entitlement. He's engaged to Madeline. You remember the girl from, I don't care who she is, you told him? I can't, it would ruin his life. Their wedding is in 4 months. So, I have a solution. Should have walked out right then, but I had to hear this. You marry me. Quick ceremony. Everyone thinks it's yours. We raise it together. No scandal. I laughed, actually laughed. You're serious? Think about it. We were planning to get married anyway. This just moves up the timeline. And I raise another man's baby? You'd be the father. Biology doesn't matter. It does when it's based on a lie. It's not a lie. It's protecting everyone. Theo's fiancée doesn't get hurt. His life isn't ruined. The baby has a stable home. And I'm the sucker who makes it all possible. You're not a sucker. You're being noble, mature. This is what real men do. The manipulation was incredible. Real men raise other men's babies after being cheated on? What if I say no? Then I'm a single mom. My parents will disown me. You know how traditional they are. And your family loves me. Think how disappointed they'll be. In you, they'll be disappointed in you. They'll blame you for not stepping up, for abandoning me. I'm not abandoning anyone. You made these choices. She started crying. Big dramatic tears. Please, I made one mistake. One. Haven't you ever made a mistake? Not one that required someone else to restructure their entire life to cover for me. I'll make it up to you. I'll be the perfect wife. You'll never regret it. I need time to think. Relief flooded her face. She thought she had me. Yes, think about it, but not too long. We need to move fast. Morning sickness is starting, and people will notice soon. That night, she acted like everything was normal, made my favorite dinner, kept touching my arm, talking about venues for our surprise wedding. I smiled, nodded, and started planning. Update 1. 3 days after Bianca's bombshell, she went into full wedding planning mode. Like she'd already won. The entitlement was staggering. Bianca showing me her laptop. I found the perfect venue. Small, intimate, available next Saturday. Next Saturday? That's 9 days away. The sooner the better. Before I start showing. She'd already made lists, invited her sister to be maid of honor, started shopping for a dress that would hide everything. Don't you think people will wonder why we're rushing? We'll say we just couldn't wait. So romantic. Plus, if we marry now, when the baby comes early at 7 months, no one will question it. She had it all figured out, every lie planned. But she made a crucial mistake. Left her phone unlocked while she showered. I know, snooping is wrong, but so is paternity fraud. Her messages with Theo were enlightening. Theo, you told him? I told him it's his. He's gonna marry me. You sure that's smart? Smarter than ruining your wedding. Madeline doesn't deserve that. I still think we should talk about options. No, this is best for everyone, especially the baby. 2 parents, stable home, no drama. What if he finds out? He won't. Once we're married and he bonds with the baby, it won't matter. But the real gem was her group chat with her friends. Friend 1, OMG, you're pregnant? Yeah, but keep it quiet, having a shotgun wedding to avoid scandal. Friend 2, is it Marcus's? No, but he doesn't need to know that. Girl, that's savage. It's strategic. He'll be a great dad, better than Theo, Tuba. What if he wants a paternity test? After we're married? He won't. Too much pride. He'll just accept it. Screenshot. But I needed more. Called my brother Lance, a family law attorney. She wants you to do what? Me explained everything. Bro, no. This is fraud. If you sign that birth certificate knowing it's not yours, you're on the hook for 18 years. Even if I prove it's not mine later? Doesn't matter in some states. You claim the kid, you pay for the kid. What if I don't sign? Then she's got a problem. Can't force you to claim a kid that's not yours. What about Theo? If she names him as the father, he's liable, engaged or not. Perfect. That evening, Bianca had scheduled us to meet with a wedding planner. A friend who could rush everything. Wedding planner. So exciting. Quick weddings are so romantic. What's the rush? Squeezing my hand. We just can't wait to start our lives together. Playing along. Actually, there's something special about the date. Isn't there, honey? Confused. Is there? Me, well, you said you wanted it before you start showing. The planner's eyes widened slightly. Bianca's grip turned painful. Laughing nervously. He's so silly. I just meant showing how happy we are. After the meeting. What was that? You almost told her. Told her what? The truth? The truth is, we're in love and getting married. Part of the truth, she was getting nervous. Good. The next day she upped the manipulation. I made a doctor's appointment for both of us. You should be there for the first ultrasound. Of course, when? Friday. And I may have told them you're the father. May have? Had to, for insurance forms. That's fraud. It's preparation. Once we're married, you'll legally be the father anyway. The entitlement, the assumption, the casual criminality of it all. Me, we should tell our families about the pregnancy. Panicking after the wedding. Why? If we're getting married anyway. Because I want the focus on our love, not the baby. But the baby is why we're rushing. No, we're rushing because we're in love. The baby is just timing. She was tangling herself in lies. Perfect. Update 2. 5 days before the supposed wedding, Bianca went full bridezilla. But not about normal wedding stuff, about controlling the narrative. She created a shared document, our story. Memorize this. It included how we decided to elope, mutual decision, so romantic. Why we're not telling family yet, want it to be just us. When the baby was conceived, our anniversary, how perfect. Why it's coming early. Family history of premature births. We need our stories straight, people will ask questions. Seems like a lot of lies to remember. They're not lies, they're protective truths. But then she made a fatal error. She left me a voicemail while drunk with her friends. Babe! Just wanted to say you're amazing. Like so amazing for doing this. I know it's crazy, but like, you marrying me even though it's Theo's baby? That's real love. You're saving everyone. Theo gets to marry that boring Madeline chick. I get to keep my reputation and you get a hot wife and a baby. Everyone wins. Just don't let my parents find out it's not yours. They'd literally die. Literally. Love you. Saved, backed up, emailed to myself. Her friends were enablers too. Overheard her on a video call. Friend, you sure Marcus is cool with this? Bianca, he doesn't have a choice. Where's he gonna find another girl like me? Plus, once we're married, he's stuck. No guy divorces a pregnant wife. The optics are terrible. Friend, true. And Theo? Feels guilty but relieved. Madeline's family has money. He can't lose that. You're kind of a genius. I know, right? And Marcus will never know. Theo has dark hair, Marcus has dark hair, baby will look like both of them. The casualness of the deception. The complete lack of guilt. It was breathtaking. But I kept playing along, even went ring shopping with her. Nothing too expensive. We need money for the baby. Of course, wouldn't want to waste money on a symbol of our love. Missing the sarcasm. Exactly. You get it. She picked a modest ring, then posted on Instagram about how some guys just know when it's right with a ring emoji, letting people assume without actually saying we were engaged. Her family started calling. She declined every call. Can't talk to them until after. They'll hear the happiness in my voice and know something's up. 3 days before the wedding, I made my move. You know what? You're right, we should celebrate. Let's have a party. Suspicious. What kind of party? A surprise wedding reception after we elope. We'll announce it to everyone at once. I don't doubt it. Control the narrative completely. Everyone hears at the same time. No rumors, no telephone game, just our truth. Her eyes lit up. Control. That's what she wanted. That's actually brilliant. When? Me 2 weeks after the wedding. Give us time to settle in, get photos done. Yes. Oh, and we can announce the pregnancy at the same time. Say we just found out. Perfect. I'll handle the planning. You focus on the wedding. She kissed me, full of gratitude for enabling her scheme. That night, I created the event. Celebration of Love, Marcus and Bianca's special announcement. Invited everyone. Her parents, my parents, extended family, friends, co-workers, and 2 special guests, Theo and his fiancée Madeline. The invite was vague enough to be anything. Engagement announcement? Housewarming? Nobody knew. Bianca never checked the guest list, too busy planning her perfect little wedding that would solve all her problems. Update 3. The wedding day came. Bianca was radiant in her carefully chosen dress that would photograph well for announcements. We went to the courthouse with just her sister and my brother as witnesses. At the crucial moment, efficient. Do you, Marcus, take Bianca? Me, actually, I need a moment. Bianca's face, pure panic. Me, I just need some air. Big moment, you know? Stepped outside, walked to my car, drove away. My phone exploded, calls, texts, voicemails. I turned it off and went to Lance's house. Lance, you actually left her at the courthouse? Me, couldn't sign those papers, couldn't make her lies legal. Good call. Now what? Me, now we wait for the party. 2 weeks of silence. I stayed with Lance, ignored all attempts at contact. Bianca went through every stage of grief via text. Denial, baby, where are you? We can still do this today. Anger, you humiliated me, how could you? Bargaining, please let's talk, we can work this out. Depression, I'm lost without you. Press, the baby needs you. Acceptance, just kidding, she went back to anger. Finally responded the day before the party. See you tomorrow at the celebration. Wear something nice. You still want to do the party? Me, absolutely. Everyone's expecting our announcement. But we're not married. We still have news to share. She called 17 times, didn't answer. Let her stew in uncertainty. Party day. Rented a beautiful venue, catered, open bar, the works. People thought we'd eloped and this was our reception. Bianca arrived looking stunning but nervous, pulled me aside immediately. Bianca, what are you doing? What are you going to say? Me, the truth. Isn't that what you wanted? Our truth? Marcus, please. My parents are here. Your parents, everyone we know. I know. Exciting, right? She was sweating through her makeup. The room filled up, families mingling. Then I saw them, Theo and Madeline. Bianca hadn't noticed yet. Took the microphone. Thank you all for coming. We have some announcements to make. Bianca stood beside me, frozen smile, death grip on my arm. Me first, despite what you may have heard, Bianca and I are not married. Murmurs, confusion. 2 weeks ago, I left her at the courthouse, and I want to explain why. Whispering frantically. Don't do this, please. See, Bianca is pregnant. Congratulations are in order. Some scattered claps. Her parents looked confused but happy. Me, but before we celebrate, I think everyone should hear something. Pulled out my phone. Connected it to the sound system. This is a voicemail Bianca left me last week. Her drunk message played crystal clear. You marrying me even though it's Theo's baby? That's real love. The room exploded. Gasps, shouts. Bianca's mother actually screamed. But I wasn't done. For those who didn't catch that, the baby isn't mine. It's Theo's. That's him in the back with his fiancée Madeline. Wave, Theo. Theo looked like he wanted to die. Madeline's face went from confusion to rage to heartbreak in 3 seconds. Bianca tried to grab the mic. Bianca, this is out of context. He's lying. Am I? Should I play your text messages too? The ones where you bragged about tricking me? Her father stood up. Her dad, Bianca Marie, is this true? Daddy, I can explain. Please do explain to everyone how you wanted me to commit fraud, sign a birth certificate for another man's baby, live a lie for 18 years. Madeline had reached Theo. The slap echoed through the room. You cheated on me? With her? Baby, it was before. We were together. We've been together 3 years. The timeline hit everyone at once. Theo cheated on Madeline with Bianca while Bianca was with me. Bianca's mom was crying. Her dad was purple with rage. My parents looked relieved I hadn't married her. But Bianca, still trying to salvage it. Bianca, to the room. This isn't what it looks like. Marcus is jealous and vindictive. He's twisting everything. Me. Screenshot of your group chat coming up on the projector now. There it was. Her admitting everything. Planning to trick me. Calling me a great dad. For another man's baby. Her friends in the crowd looked mortified. One actually got up and left. Bianca, you hacked my phone. That's illegal. You left it unlocked. That's sloppy. The room was chaos. Families yelling. Madeline throwing her engagement ring at Theo. Bianca's parents demanding answers. I set down the mic. Thanks for coming, everyone. Bar's open for another hour. Congratulations to the expectant parents, Bianca and Theo. You deserve each other. Walked out to the sound of Bianca's world imploding. Final update. It's been 3 months since the party heard round the family gossip circuit. The fallout was everything I'd hoped for and more. Bianca's parents disowned her for about a week. Then their traditional values kicked in, and they demanded Theo do the right thing. Theo's parents, equally traditional and significantly wealthier, pressured him to take responsibility. So Theo left Madeline, who dumped him anyway, and is now engaged to Bianca. A match made in manipulation heaven. They deserve each other. But here's the kicker. Neither of them are happy about it. Mutual friends report they fight constantly. Theo resents being trapped. Bianca resents that he had to be forced. They're getting married next month, in a small, shameful ceremony that's the opposite of what either wanted. Bianca tried one last manipulation about a month ago. Texted me, I hope you're happy. You destroyed multiple lives over your male ego. That baby will grow up in a broken home because you couldn't be a real man. My response, the baby will grow up with its biological parents. That's more honest than what you planned. She blocked me after that. Good riddance. The families are still dealing with the embarrassment. Bianca's parents can barely show their faces at church. Theo's parents had to explain to their country club friends why the wedding to Madeline was off and why their son was suddenly marrying that other girl. As for me, dodged a tactical nuke. Been in therapy working through the betrayal. Started dating again last month, very cautiously. First date, I joked about needing to see recent medical records. She laughed. Good sign. My family still talks about the party. My mom called it better than reality TV. My dad said he'd never been prouder of me for standing up for myself. Lance put it best, you could have just walked away quietly, but making her face consequences publicly, that took balls. The truth is, I needed them to know. All of them. Because Bianca was counting on shame and secrecy to pull off her scheme. She wanted me to be the silent hero, protecting everyone's reputation while sacrificing my own life. Instead, I leaned into the scandal, exposed it, let the chips fall where they may. Some called it cruel. I call it justice. She wanted to steal 18 years of my life, tie me to another man's child through fraud, and thought I'd go along to avoid drama. She learned that some people don't mind a little drama when the alternative is a lifetime of lies. Last I heard, she's due next month. Already fighting with Theo about money. He wants a paternity test, just to be sure. She's refusing. Ironic, considering she was so sure I'd never ask for one. The baby shower announcement? Worth every penny of that party rental. The look on her face when she realized I'd invited Theo and Madeline? Priceless. But the best part? I'm free. No lies, no manipulation, no raising another man's baby to avoid scandal. Turns out the scandal was the solution all along.